when Democrats talk about removing him from the campaign, what they're trying to do is to avoid the issue of the current crisis, that he's cognitively disabled and shouldn't be in the Oval Office. On top of that, we have the crisis of President Biden being cognitively disabled. He has COVID. So I guess he's even more disabled than normal. And there's this video of him leaving the plane the other day I watched. Let's play that. Does that look like someone who's with it? I mean, look at this interview just the other day. Do we have that video of where you couldn't remember who the Secretary of Defense was?
And so it's all about treating people with dignity. And it's about making sure that, look, I mean, for example, look at the heat I'm getting because I named the Secretary of Defense, a black man. I named Ketanji Brown. I mean, because of the people I've named.
That's someone who has dementia. That's someone who has dementia. And the Democratic Party leadership is engaged in what I would call a coup against democracy and trying to push him out while pretending he can still be president. I had a quick video the other day. Joe Biden is finding out the Democratic Party elites hate democracy. And I made a quick statement the other day. Here it is.
Hey everyone, we're about to see the worst attack on democracy, if reports are true, in the last century with the removal of President Biden from the presidential campaign at the insistence of Democratic Party leaders. The most ethical way to deal with this is for him to resign from the presidency, and then obviously he can't run or wouldn't be able to run. But instead they want to leave him cognitively disabled in the Oval Office and just kick him off the ticket. How corrupt can it get? Well, we're just about to see, but we should call it as we see it, which is some of the worst corruption in American history.
Yeah, so the Obama gang's out there, Pelosi, Schumer, Democrats are all pressuring Biden to leave the campaign while keeping him as president. How does that work? Why does he have to leave the campaign? What are the politics that requires him to leave the campaign? That the American people think he's not cognitively capable of being president. But he should be president right now? And as I note, the most ethical approach here, it seems to me at least, I understand this ultimately is politics, but he did get 14 million votes as a primary candidate. And to just at the last minute just switch him out because he had a bad debate performance, if I'm Joe Biden, I'd be like, if I was his family, because I don't think Joe Biden can say anything in a way that should be given any credit because of his cognitive disability. I was okay yesterday, but not today because of one debate. You've known about the way I am for years. No, I'm not going anywhere. So now there's a big question about whether he'll go anywhere. Some people are saying he'll be out by the weekend. Other people are saying, oh no. His campaign's saying he's going on campaigning next week. I don't know what's going to happen. I thought he was going to be out a week ago. At least I had a source saying that he was going to be out a week ago. So it raises questions again about the 25th Amendment. So when Democrats talk about removing him from the campaign, what they're trying to do is to avoid the issue of the current crisis, that he's cognitively disabled and shouldn't be in the Oval Office. And Trump's nearly killed, and we have Biden running the show to make sure it doesn't happen again. I get some private security, Mr. Trump. I'd get some private security if that's the scenario. I mean, do you think he knows who the Secret Service chief is? He referred to her as a him in an interview. I mean, Mayorkas is, I can't even explain what he's doing there as head of DHS. And of course, President Biden is disabled. So what next? If they're serious about President Biden, then Vice President Harris and the majority of the cabinet should demand an independent medical evaluation of him under the 25th Amendment. Now, is it technically, does the 25th Amendment require Biden to do that? No, but they should say we're going to invoke it unless you do. Unless you do. And to the degree that they want to remove him from the ballot while leaving him in the presidency, that's objectionable. I mean, I think there has to be a reckoning with his disability. Because our country's at risk. But Democrats don't want to go there. They're just playing this little coup game in the campaign. 14 million votes don't matter, and they're going to just pick the president at a convention. Now, if he voluntarily retires or steps away from the campaign, I guess, that's just the way the cookie crumbles, I guess, is the argument, right? And that's why we have parties to kind of select candidates in the end. And this is the process we have late in the game. But this whole process, this crisis, and it's a national security crisis because it's destabilizing to the country. In addition, I mean, on top of this, we have Trump nearly murdered. It's all could have been avoidable if there was an honest consideration of his cognitive disability by Congress, and I mean Republicans too, by the media, and everyone else. So, in addition to praying for everyone affected by that shooting, pray for America, because we got a little bit of a rocky road ahead. Because the presidency is in a collapse, in my view. It's in collapse. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and like our video down below.